this audience. Oh my God. Have a seat, have a seat. Well, this is a beautiful audience. We even have a baby on the way in the audience, okay? All right, hold the baby until the show is over, okay? We don't need any early labors in here. Okay, I am so excited. We are live, a big show today, and big news. Hey, New Orleans, I'm coming to see ya in a couple of weeks. We're on tour. We just got the news. Me and Liz Stylen, my co-author of my cookbook, A Confident Cook, we're gonna hang out in New Orleans. So if you're in NOLA, come and see us. Good food, good times. And this is a precursor to something really big I can't reveal just now. But mark your calendar in February. You'll figure it out, but we're gonna have a good time in New Orleans. And by the way, I'll be at the Baldwin & Company Saturday, November 2nd, 1 p.m. Hang out with me if you're in New Orleans. Shout out to the new home of the Tamron Hall show, WGNO-ABC. We're gonna have a good time, so thank you for the invitation. All right. So, here's the deal. Today's show. A lot of people who claim to be the biggest and the baddest at what they do. But it is one thing to talk a big game. It's another thing to prove it. And our guests today have the receipts that they are the baddest at what they do, not because of any other thing than they bet on themselves and they've surrounded themselves by good people who saw the vision. Our first guest, the Rolling Stone magazine calls her a hip-hop icon. Forbes says it's hard to imagine what hip-hop would look like without her. Rap icon Trina is here for an exclusive interview. I'm excited about this for many reasons. Our show is the home of hip-hop. I'm 54, hip-hop turned 50. That is the storybook of my life. But this artist really holds a special part for me because she changed the way we hear the music. Her album, The Baddest, carving out a space for strong women in a male-dominated industry. The Miami native not only became one of the most commercially successful rappers on the planet, but one of the most empowering, paving the way for people like Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion. But here's also what I love. In her raw and unfiltered new memoir, it's called The Baddest, Trina is opening up about everything from how the women in her life empowered her to her high-profile romances that led ultimately to her marrying the person she calls her best friend. I love this side of her. I love this memoir. Tam fam, give it up for the baddest platinum-selling rap icon, Trina!
Thank you. Thank you.
First of all, congratulations on this. I know memoirs are hard.
Yes.
Because you got to dig into spaces and places and answer questions. And so it's not easy. Why was this the right time?
I've been through a lot. I think after losing my mom was the time when I felt like if anybody's gonna describe or tell my story and my journey, it should be me. Yeah. Not a blog spot, not somebody just doing interviews that's kind of mixing up the story or taking off. It's my story.
It's your story.
Started from the beginning. I'm the only one that could tell it, relive it, go back through the moments, and this is the time.
And you do it. You do it. First of all,
thank you. Thank you.
I want to acknowledge what you said about your mom. Your mom passed away in 2019, Nessa.
Yes.
And you talk about in the book this young woman who wanted to be in real estate.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you with the little red jacket selling me a house. But you wanted to be in real estate. But around you, you grew up in the Miami area, in Miami, with strong women.
Yes.
And they were the first to teach you about what it means. Look at you. Look at that. Oh, my God. You said that at a young age, you grew up in the book you wrote that a deep desire to be a powerful, independent woman who could stand on her own. And you learned that from your mother.
Thank you.
What did your mother say that really stuck? Because I think a lot of times we're trying to reach our girls and trying to tell them how you become that. What did she say that resonated?
Oh, it was everything that she was doing and the way she was living, the way she was just responsible, the way everything. I've never saw her not have nothing that she needed.
Wow.
My mom had 4 sisters. My mom, oldest sister, she owned a bank. So when I was growing up, I mean, I'm the niece, you know, I'm young, but I knew my aunt owned a bank. I didn't know what that meant. I mean, it wasn't just...
Because I would have been alone for me. I mean, I was like 7 years old, like, hey, auntie.
Yeah, like, she owned a bank. She was very, very...
So these were independent women who owned their own destiny, which then dovetails into the kind of music that you created. I love that in the music industry, at any industry, they love to pit women against each other. The foreword of your book is written by Missy Elliott.
Yes.
And Missy says,
Thank you.
in the book, this is what Missy wrote about you. Trina always understands the assignment. She has shaped the sound, the look, and the energy of today's female rap. Every time one of the mainstream female MC songs or videos come on, you can see and hear the blueprint that Trina laid out in 2000.
Wow.
Those words from Missy stood out to me, but I'll tell you, last night, I went to bed with you on my mind. I know that sounds strange, but there I am, and it pops up in my timeline. K. Michelle, who's been on this show before, a friend of our show, she was literally singing your praises, and she said in an interview that when she got in this business, this male-dominated, hard business, and we see the headlines. She said that you would check on her to see if she was mentally okay. She said you literally got on a plane to check on her. She refers to you as a different kind of woman.
Wow. Thank you. Yeah, Kay Michelle and I are really good friends. She's a sweetheart, and she was really going through some things. And I remember I was doing a concert, and I had a day off. And I called her, and I was just checking on her, and she was just crying and not in a good space. And I took my day off, and I flew back to Atlanta where she was, to stay with her the whole day, and went and flew back the next day to do my show. But I just stayed with her because I didn't like the space she was in. I didn't like how she was feeling, and it bothered me, you know, and she was just pouring out to me, and I was like, you know what, I'm getting on the plane. I'll be there. And I just came and I flew to where she was and stayed with her that whole day, yeah.
I'm telling you, last night I was in tears because now, we all can't jump on a plane because we may not have that kind of money, but, you know, but we have a phone. And you can pick up the phone and ask another woman, are you okay?
Yeah.
I really felt that. I really felt that. Which is interesting because you have this big heart that people talk about, but then you have the baddest, the bravado. the baddest. When your debut album came out, after you decided real estate wasn't for you, the album cover alone said it to the world. It dropped in 2000. No one had ever heard a sound like this. No one had ever seen a woman speak so fiercely. And this cover, we can't even show it to you on national TV.
I'm saving a life.
You are there on a stretcher.
Yes.
And you basically were bringing in, you said, a new voice to hip hop. But I think, what was the last line? You said something to the effect of the stretcher, and you were straddling because you were sending a message to the men.
Yeah. That you need us women. We can save your lives.
We can save your lives.
Together, okay? You cannot do it without us. Like, let me resuscitate you.
So people saw this, you know, this woman, and she's, you know, good looking, and the picture says it all. But you are straddling because you're saying, men, we can save your lives. That's how you need a good woman can save your life.
Yes.
When you look back at that young woman now, and this young woman with experience and wisdom, what would you tell her?
I would just tell her to keep being motivated and just to keep on believing in herself and continue to follow a path that she wants to take in her journey in life. Just
I love that.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.